Hello YouTube, it's Nathan again, coming to you to do another recap video. We're going to be talking about 90 Day Fiancé, the recent episode. And I gotta tell you, this episode was a good one. We had a little bit of drama, we had some entertainment, we had some weird things happen. We're just gonna get right into the video. So we're gonna kick things off with Bilal and Shaida. And oh my goodness. So they open up their scene. They're about to go to Juma, and I guess Juma is a Muslim thing where you go and pray with a lot of people and stuff, in a Muslim culture and tradition. So they were preparing to do that. They get in the car. They get in Bilal's car, and Bilal's like giving her speech. Oh, you're about to meet my ex-wife. He was about to meet. She was about to meet the ex-wife and everything, whatever. And he made like a little joke to her that I don't think it was funny, but I don't know. They both of them are really sensitive, and they both take things like real literal. He made a joke about her having like something up her nose, if you know what I mean. Something disgusting up her nose, and I think everyone knows what that means. And then it was just a joke. But then what she did was she tapped. Now he's driving, mind you, he is driving right now, and she taps him on the head like 3 times. Now they were soft taps. They weren't like aggressive taps. And then she was grabbing, like trying to block his vision. Now that really irritated Bilal. He got real irritated by that. He told her, "Listen, where I'm from, we keep our hands to ourselves. And you need to watch your tone and keep your hands to yourself, because I will literally pull over and you'll take an Uber for the rest of the way." And they kept on arguing about it and stuff, and she kept doing it. She did it 3 times, and he actually pulled over. He's like, "You thought I was playing with you? Keep your hands to yourself." And I'm just like, bro, those are just love taps. But where I'm mad at both of them, because he needs to quit gaslighting her on certain things. And the taps were very small. They were nothing. It's not even like it wasn't hard at all. But but at the same time, he was driving, so even the tiny little contact while you're driving is really not safe, especially when they were on the interstate. So that was not safe at all. So no physical things should be happening while someone's driving. So that's where I'm at with both of them. So he gets back in the car. He goes picks up the kids to school, and they go to Juma. While they were there, he didn't even introduce her as, "Hey guys, this is my fiance Shaida," and everything. Shaida did meet the ex-wife, but the ex-wife was on the go. It was like, "Hi, how was your trip? You all right? Okay, nice to meet you, but I do gotta get going," and stuff. So, she was upset about that. So he dropped her off back at the house, and he went to go take the kids back to their practices and everything. So later in the episode, we see them try to make up from the episode. She's like, "Baby, I was just playing. I play like in Trinidad. I play like that with my brother-in-laws all the time. We just play fight. It's not a big deal. And he was like, "Are you a violent person?" And she was like, "No, we're just playing, but I'm sorry, I won't do that again." And Bilal was like, "I'm sorry too," for whatever, and they were about to get ready to have this nice date night. I thought he was really considering canceling date night, and I'm like, dude, don't cancel date night. So that was some petty, I think that was some petty drama that Bilal and Shaida had. It was really petty, it just, I don't know. Maybe, when certain things are that petty and they're making a big fuss about it, I don't know if it's the 90 Day producers egging a situation on, because I know that's what they do from other people's testimonies. Like, the producers of 90 Day, will make something more than what it really is and stuff. So I kind of hope that's the case, but if it's not, that was a real petty, the whole thing was just really petty. So that was Bilal and Shaida. Next up was Jabri and Miona. So we just see Miona and Jabri's mom, and Jabri's mom was just showing her how to do laundry, how to use the washing machine. Apparently in Serbia they put it on. There's like a temperature you can put it on. Here you just put it on hot, cold, warm. So she was showing her how to do that, and they were going through the laundry. And Jabri's mom was like saw like a short like a shirt that Miona was wearing, and she was like, "What is this?" And then she started giving Miona a speech. Maybe you around the house you could dress a little bit more modest, because for especially like her husband's sake and everything. And Miona was like, "This is just what I wear. I don't feel like I'm gonna be judged, but okay, but." I kind of really want to leave because, as you know, Miona wants to get out. Like, she wants to get out of Rapid City, South Dakota, and move to the big city, and does not want to live with Jabri's parents, and this was a reason why. And so she was upset by that. Later in the episode, we see Jabri with his mom, and he was just like, "Mom, like, quit doing that to her, like, she's a grown woman, leave her alone like that, like, we're trying." And everything. She's like, I don't want people to think that she's just showing her stuff all the time. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, she doesn't want to be judged. She really wants to get the heck on out of here. Just let her be and stuff. So that's what we've seen on the Jabri and Miona. I think, like, I don't know how much, this kind of reminds me of Brandon and Julia from a season ago, 90 Day Fiancé, when Julia was living with Brandon's parents and they wanted to get off the farm and stuff. This is kind of like that too, but I don't know how far, like Miona from the get-go, she was just like, I don't really want to be here. So I don't know if she's on a ticking time bomb here, but she's really ready to go. And after that, I do think Jabri's mom was a little overbearing at that moment. So we saw them. That was basically all we saw from them. Next up we seen was Ari and Benny. Now they are finally in America. They got an apartment that their parents rented, so now Ari wants to show Benny the city and stuff, like how she grew up. So she takes him out to the city, and then they get on the train to go to New York. And Benny is just, when he saw New York, he was just having the time of his life. He was just like overjoyed, like jumping around, flipping on the train and stuff. He was pretty excited and stuff. But so they go to a restaurant, and they start talking about their issues about finances and stuff. Now Ari had made a point that I was kind of surprised about. She's like in her 30s, and she said, most of her adult life she's lived abroad and never had to pay a utility bill, and now she doesn't know how to even like do this now. So that kind of surprised me when I heard that, because like, I mean, everybody's different and everybody has a different way of growing up when it comes financially. But 30 years old and you never paid a single utility bill, that's gonna raise some questions for people who have like a strong opinion about being an adult and stuff. So that really surprised me. But she was flipping out on Benny because Benny was so excited to be here and he wants to move to New York. And she's like, you don't have a job or whatever. And all that. She was like, stop doing that. You're making me mad. Like, I come here. And she was like, and she just like turned her tables on him. Like, if you think I'm mad, or why'd you come here and stuff. Like, so, I think Ari is just being like a little bit over dramatic in that situation. I think that, they just got there. They need to breathe. I understand that there's a lot to stress, like financially, the baby, and they still got to get married in 90 days and stuff, but like, Benny is coming from Ethiopia, where the culture is completely different there than it is here in America. And, he's just happy to be here, and she kind of killed his mood, so I kind of felt bad for Benny in that situation. But, that's what we see from Ari and Benny. Next up, we see, I'm going to go to Kara and Guillermo. Once again, for the third week in a row, they only had like one scene. Like I really need to see more of them. Now, Kara and Guillermo, they're like my favorite couple. And in the last episode, we seen like Guillermo meet Kara's uncle, who's like a stalker, tried to stalk him with everything, and like interrogate him, saying I'm gonna basically beat him up if he does something bad and stuff. So just scaring the boy. So then now in this episode, they meet up with Kara's best friends, who was a couple, and immediately they start grilling him. I'm just like, why is Kara like torturing this guy? Like, every scene we've seen so far, he's getting grilled, he's getting like made fun of. Like they're questioning at 23, why you want to get married at 23? And then they asked him a really good question. What does Kara do that makes you mad? And Guillermo said that her drinking is a problem. And they've had many fights over the years because of her drinking. And, she said, and, I realized that, I said this before, I think like Guillermo is actually more mature than Kara, and Kara's older and stuff. But they did bring up an incident that made me like take back a little bit. Apparently back when they were in the DR, Guillermo wrote to Kara, like, I love you. I wish you were here to watch this beautiful moon with me and back and stuff. And I guess, like, he had sent that to her, and then he had sent that to another girl. So I'm like, oh, okay, that may change things a little bit here. So, and then, both of them go through each other's phone. Now, I do have an issue with that. Like, if you're about to get married and you're still going through each other's phone and stuff, there's some serious trust issues there. Like, I really have strong opinions about that. Like, it's real personal. I know, like, you have to be honest and can't be doing anything deceitful to ruin your relationship. But going through your partner's phone is just not healthy, and when you're about to get married, it's just not going to be good. So that made me take a step back with them a little bit, but still, every scene we've seen so far, Kara and Guillermo, he's like getting grilled, like the poor man can't breathe and nothing. And I just let the man breathe, just let him relax, like let him get settled in and stuff. And everywhere he's going, he's getting grilled, So we'll see how that plays out. Next up, we've seen Eve and Mohamed. Now, this scene, they only have one scene, but this scene really, really got under my skin. It really made me mad. So, as you know, like, they have a bidet. Mohamed has a bidet for his, like, Muslim culture thing to do in the bathroom. And, in the last episode, he had issues putting it together and stuff, and Eve had to work. So, this episode, Eve called in a plumber to come and install it in the bathroom, and, he rang the doorbell. The plumber came in to start working on it. Whatever. That's his job. Mohamed comes in and was like, "What's going on here?" And he started giving her a long spew about, in Islam culture, a man and a woman can't be alone together. And she was like, "Wait, what? Like, do I need to leave the house and stuff?" And she was like, "Yes." And I'm like, bro, no. And you know what? He read too much into that. Like, I don't even think that's Islam culture. And if it is, I apologize. But I think that was some insecurities there. Because one, she did not agree to convert to be a Muslim woman or anything, or follow the complete Muslim rules. Like, she's going to change a little bit to respect his culture and everything. But my thing about that was, one, you're being insecure. You're being ridiculous. This guy's a plumber. This is his job. He's on the clock. He's just doing what he got to do, get paid, and get out of there. He don't need to go at work and be in the middle of a couple fighting because a guy's here doing his job. That was just ridiculous. Secondly, Mohamed is 25 years old and Eve is 48. And you're not going to be telling a 48-year-old grown woman what to do in her own house. When you got no job, you just got to America and all that. So that was just that scene really irritated me, and it made me like really think hard and watching Muhammad and now too. There's something about Muhammad's on 90 Day Fiance that just give me they're just not giving the show a good rep. I don't know what's going on with that name, but that scene just it just really got under my skin. And like I said, you can't tell a grown woman what to do in her own house. And the plumber, and just a plumber coming in just to fix something or put something together for you as well, and it was for him, and you're upset because he's another man and you're a woman in the house. Bro, it's his job. He didn't come here to get in the middle of an argument, and I felt bad for the guy because they were arguing right in front of him while he was working and stuff. So if I'm an employer and if I have to get somebody else to work and do some work around the house and stuff, and I'm caught in a crossfire because of an insecure couple, I don't know what to do. So I felt bad for that guy, and I was really on Eve's side. So I see in the previews that she's really going to lay down the law with him on that, and she's gonna really start flipping out on him with that. So we'll see how that plays out. So next, also we seen Patrick and Dais. So Dais she is a beautiful woman. She's a really beautiful woman. She made it to America the last episode. Her hesitations that they're living with Patrick's brother John. So they get to the house. She meets John. And they celebrate her coming in for a little bit, and then the night comes. Dais and Patrick go get some rest. Have a little alone time. You know what I mean. They wake up. Patrick decides to cook everybody breakfast, and he wants to cook Dais a breakfast, and John helps too. And John, Patrick's brother, is drinking beer so early in the morning, and Dais was like, "What? You're drinking beer this early?" And I'm kind of with her on that. I know a few people that do that, but that's not still. And again, it's their house; they can do whatever they want. But I would be weirded out too by someone drinking beer that early in the morning, drinking any alcoholic beverage that early in the morning, basically. And he got really tipsy, and then they started bickering at each other. He dropped the steak on the floor and still wanted them to eat it. They have a dog and stuff, and it was just, they had an awkward breakfast, and they were just at each other's throats already on day one. Later, they go and play some mini golf, and they have fun doing that, but then John is still being drunk and still making ignorant comments to Dais and stuff. So Dais just goes on her own, and Patrick and John have a heart-to-heart saying, and Patrick just say, "Hey, just back off a little bit," and he's like, "No, why?" And Patrick's like, "Listen, I want you both to get along. If we're going to be doing this, I want you both to get along. I see both sides here, but don't scare her off, because I don't want to be in a position where I have to choose one or the other." So I really hope that John doesn't really ruin their relationship, because right now his behavior is just causing a lot of friction. And if I'm Dais, I would be giving Patrick an ultimatum right from the get-go. But I think they have the potential to be a really good couple if that John guy is not in the picture and stuff. But she's a really beautiful girl and stuff. She left her family on a lie, left her father on a lie to be there, and she don't want no drunk man getting in their relationship, because sometimes blood is thicker than water. So I hope they don't come down to that situation. So yeah guys, that was this episode of 90 Day Fiance. There was some nice drama. Things are getting good. Bilal and Shaida, petty. Jabri and Miona, judgmental. Ari and Benny, over tight. Eve and Mohamed, insecure. Patrick and Dais, irritated. You know, we did not see Emily and Kobe in this episode. We'll see them next week. Karen, Guillermo, you know, just jumping down the throat. You know, I just have all these adjectives for all these couples just so early. You know, it's kind of crazy. I really want all of these couples to make it during their 90 days and stuff. So, and before I sign off for today, I just want to do a quick, I'm going to get to another show, which we had the season finale last night, which is my personal favorite show, which is American Idol. I've been watching American Idol since day one. Last night they crowned their 20th winner. His name was country singer. His name was Noah Thompson. So I want to congratulate him and congratulate all the contestants that were on this season. It was a great season. Yeah, so congratulations to Noah and the runner-up Hunter Girl and the third place finalist Leah Marlene. Last night's finale was just awesome. So yeah, congratulations to Noah Thompson on winning this season of American Idol. So thanks guys for watching my video. I'll be on again on Thursday. I'm going to be recapping the Married at First Sight reunion, Boston season reunion. I said that I was going to do it after the second part. The second part airs Wednesday on Lifetime. I'm going to put a video up on Thursday recapping both parts. So be sure to watch this video. Thank you guys. Have a great day.